done that. His reaction on Dynamite when Adam Cole, he was like, sure. I don't think Wardlow is I don't think he's as invested in the Devil group as
I'm glad you said that.
I think he is. I think he's the look on his face was like, sure, that's what I'm gonna do. Yep. Yeah. I think he's joining. It's like the enemy of my enemy is my ally, not necessarily my friend. Whereas, Roddy thinks Adam is his best friend. Is his best friend. They're all blinded by Adam Cole. Wardlow's been there, done that. And I think what we're going to see is, I think we'll see eventually when it gets to that point, Wardlow's going to tell him, no. He's going to put Adam Cole through the floor.
I like that point, Mind. I think that that's very true, right? I mean, when you look at this picture, Roderick Strong, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, these are all guys that have long histories with Adam Cole, right? Yep. Long histories that predate AEW. Wardlow doesn't really fit that, right? I mean, he doesn't.
Who does he have a long history with? Who does Wardlow have a long history with?
Max. Max. Right. Exactly right. So
it'll be interesting to see what Wardlow gets when he gets a chance to maybe talk about his mission statement with this group, where he goes from that. And it's almost like, when the Firm debuted, how they called out, okay, the Guns are going to go for this. Big Bill's going to go for this. It was kind of like a rinse and repeat with that, which is fine. And looking at this faction, I'm all for, I mentioned it to you guys, I'm all for a new heel dominant faction with a 5-man group, Inner Circle, Pinnacle, the Firm. We don't have a 5-man faction with something like this. So it's going to be fun. That being said, most of them don't last that long. And I think that, it's hard to tell the way it's going to go. But yeah, Wardlow does seem like the odd man out where, maybe Adam Cole does kind of like push his buttons a little too much, almost like a mini MJF does. And or Wardlow does get the belt. And then kind of, it's him against the Undisputed Kingdom, which I do love that name, by the way.
I think in this case, too, it's not Adam Cole's not going to be bullying Wardlow. Whereas, like in the past, like MJF bullied Wardlow. We're seeing Christian Cage bully Luchasaurus, Switchosaurus, whatever we're calling him. But in this case, Wardlow's just going to sit there and be like, yeah, I'm one of your bros, man. Yeah, that's right. And he's just smiling. And then he's going to wait for the right time. And then he's going to be like, boom. Because Wardlow's for Wardlow. He's made that clear. And I think
that's a great point, Mind. Yeah. And MJ and SPD, you've said it many, many times when we were speculating, would Wardlow be one of the henchmen? You kind of were like, man, Wardlow's a lone wolf at this point. Like, it feels like he's got his own mission statement. And I like Mind's point. I think that this is one where maybe Wardlow shows character growth, where he's learned his lessons. He's seen this act before, right? He's seen this whole thing play out before in his career.
Not his first devil.
This isn't his first devil that he's worked with, right? And so, he sits back, he kind of smiles through it, but he doesn't feel. I agree with you, Mind. He feels like he's sort of in, a little bit in, but it's mostly because he hates Max, right?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, his promos leading up to all of this, we're talking directly about crushing the devil and being like the archangel and all that to the devil. And if he is on the inside, working with the devil, you talk about long-term little things. Like if you've seen the videos that were online about how like kind of the culmination of Adam Cole and MJF, the devil, with the devil hanging up in the locker room, and like Roddy Strong saying he is the devil, pointing at the screen, and Adam Cole is there. And so like little nuances like that. But if we go back and look at Wardlow's promos, he's specifically talking about, he doesn't mention Max once in a while, bringing the devil to his knees.
Yeah, and that's a great point.
Even though MJF calls himself the devil, on the level of the devil, but look who's holding the mask and has been holding the mask and still continues to hold the mask. So I don't know. That could be some little breadcrumbs to
that's really
down the line.
That's really interesting.
You got to go back and watch. You got to go back and watch Wardlow's reaction when Adam Cole says Wardlow's going to win the world title, and then he's going to do the right thing and give it to me. Wardlow didn't go, what? He just went, sure,
he's like, sure, bud.
Sure, bud. Yeah, that's going to happen. And you just know it's like, it's coming. Ass whipping is coming.
You guys got me thinking. I mean, both of you guys are kind of building the similar stories. Where mine's kind of saying like, it's only a matter of time before Wardlow puts Adam Cole down. And SPD, you got me thinking a lot about those promos. I loved all those vignettes. I loved those behind the scenes. Like, I really liked that. And you're right. It was mostly about he talked about being like the Archangel, Michael the Archangel, taking down the devil, right? Like there was a lot of biblical stuff about taking out the devil, bringing the devil down. That's a really good point. And I'd be really intrigued that we're talking about long-term storytelling. Very intrigued. Is Wardlow involved in this group only to to go after Cole, right? Only to take down Adam Cole long-term. It's very interesting.
Devil to his knees. Tell us in the chat, in the comments.
What do you think? That.
What do you think about